Words with Wings, pages 22 to 43. Explain this, please. Mom names me for a creature with wings, then wonders what makes my thoughts fly. Nothing new. One or two hellos greet me at the classroom door. I know not to expect more. No one wants to be friends with the weird girl. I pass by rows of desks, a make-believe grin hiding my hurt. Most days, I'm an A-plus pretender. When I'm not, I just crawl into my daydreams and disappear. Arabesque. This weekend, I stayed with my dad. He bought tickets to the ballet like I begged him to. On the way home, he asked, "So what do you think?" I closed my eyes. I tied on my toe shoes, checked the fit of my tutu, then pirouetted and leaped across the stage. I pulled off a tight spin and was about to leap again when, "Gabriella, where'd you go?" I grabbed my dad's hand and smiled. A trip to Thailand. Dad dreams out loud. Once he spun imaginary stories about a trip to Thailand. Mom waved off the idea, said we didn't have that kind of money. Dad knew she wasn't listening, but on his birthday, Mom took him to a Thai restaurant for dinner. That's when he realized she'd been paying attention all along. Mom's complaint. Mom calls me to the kitchen, a note from school waving from one hand. I stand in the door jamb, jumpy as a cat. "Gabriella," she begins, "what am I going to do with you? You have to start paying attention in school." I gulp, search my pockets for some promise I can offer, but only find the seashell Sherry gave me when we said goodbye. "Did you hear me?" Mom asks. I nod, finally breathing easy, when she sends me to my room. Maybe. Dad is a dreamer, and Mom is a maker. I've been thinking maybe I can be both. Sled. Say sled, and my nose is cold and shiny as the blades of the red racer I haul to the top of the hill. Then it's down, down, down I go, careening through a lopsided snow fort, waking the morning with laughter, steering straight into the sun. Snowflake. Say snowflake, I start to shiver, rip off my mitten and giggle as one wet, cold, lacy filigree of winter white falls onto my greedy palm, then melts away. Waterfall. Say waterfall, and the dreary winter rain outside my classroom window turns to liquid thunder, pounding into a clear pool miles below, and I can't wait to dive in. Mom. Mom watches me sometimes. I'll return from a daydream and find her eyes studying me. Once I asked her what was wrong. She shook her head. "Nothing," she said. I wish I understood you better." If only, I thought, but I let her go on staring. Favorite words. Mine, pretend. Mom's, practical. All we have in common is the letter P. Missing my old school, my old life, my old family. Some days, sad is a word I can't swallow. It swells inside my throat until it's stuck. I hurry home from school and beat Mom there. The second she arrives, I crawl onto her lap, like when I was little. She holds me quiet and strokes my hair. I stay there till the sadness shrinks and I can breathe again. Parent-teacher talk. I catch Mom whispering on the phone to Mr. Spicer. I hear new school and hoped, daydream, and stop. Mr. Spicer must say something like, "Don't worry," because Mom says you're right. It doesn't help to worry anyway. She hangs up the phone, turns in my direction. "Oh," she says, then smiles. It's a nice smile, but I still go to bed feeling like a problem. Mom the nurse. I think your teacher, Mr. Spicer, is too easy on you, Mom says the next morning. I study my breakfast bowl to keep my thoughts from flying out the window. What would happen if I started daydreaming when the doctor tells me how much medicine to give a patient, huh? But I don't want to be a nurse, I say. Mom rolls her eyes. I give up. I wish. Wishful thinking. I figured it out. Mom wants me to be less like Dad, more like she. Teased. My week doesn't get any better. Jerome, a bully boy from my class, bumps me, sends my books sailing. Oops, sorry, he lies. Guess you were daydreaming again. Next time, watch where you're going. I clench my teeth, feel fire in my cheeks, then tears come to smother the flames. Stuck in dreamland. Maybe something is wrong with me, all this fancy dancing in my mind. Where I see red and purple and bursts of blue, everybody else sees black and white. Am I wrong? Are they right? Too bad I can't ask Dad. I quit. I pack my daydreams, kick them to a dark corner. No more word journeys for me, seeing what others don't see. Colorblind. On Monday, I shuffle to school, eyes fixed on my footsteps, no skipping ahead on imaginary adventures. I'm only me dodging broken whiskey bottles in the street, locked in the real gray world of now. Perfect. I am perfect. I stare straight at the blackboard, catch every single syllable that falls from Mr. Spicer's lips, pass the pop quiz, and still have enough time left to be bored. Homework. Girl robot. I set the table stiffly, but in record time. After grace, I count the peas on my plate to keep my attention on dinner. For the next trick, I slowly sip my milk, avoiding conversation with Mom, who wants to know how my day was. You're awfully quiet, she says. I clear the dishes and answer, scrub them till the squeak can be heard on Mars. Homework, I say, excusing myself so I can disappear between the colorless pages of my workbook. Correction. Mr. Spicer asks me to stay after class. I wait by his desk, still as stone, wondering what wrong thing I've done now. Gabriella, he says, what happened to my dreamer? I haven't seen her in days. I shrug. I gave up dreaming like everybody else told me to. Can I go now? Mr. Spicer sighs and waves me away. Good. I've got nothing else to say.